The Great Wall, an edifice of endurance, stands as a testament to both the ingenuity and the folly of man. Today, we gather to dissect its layers, beyond mere bricks and mortar.
The folly, you say? The construction of such a marvel hardly seems a fool's errand. It's a testament to the civilization's strength and foresight.
And yet, can we not perceive the wall as a sculpture that dances with the landscape? Its creation speaks to more than defense. It whispers tales of belonging, of earth meeting sky.
Your romanticism fails to acknowledge the utilitarian essence. The wall's grandeur lies in its simplicity and its direct response to human need and terrain.
Simplicity? No. The wall is a canvas, showing us that utility does not demand the sacrifice of beauty. Its function as a defense mechanism does not overshadow its stature as an artifact of profound symbolic might.
Both of you skirt around the tactical genius the wall represents. It is not mere architecture, but a strategic masterstroke, shaping the very course of history.
History, strategy, artistry, and utility converge upon this monument. But let us delve deeper. How do the architectural innovations and techniques of the wall inspire us?
The alignment with celestial movements, the dedication to sustainable practices, all while facing the relentless advance of nature. Ancient techniques that still teach us today.
It's the integration with nature that captivates. The wall does not conquer the landscape, it embraces it, an architectural embrace that binds stone to the soul of the land.
Yet, one must respect the rigor in its construction. The wall is an outcome of discipline and order, utilizing local resources with a precision that aligns with my own principles.
Discipline? Perhaps. But it is the wall's grand, sweeping gesture that captures the imagination. A bold statement of identity and power, masked behind its supposed simplicity.
Let us not forget the strategic mastery it embodies. Its length and breadth, designed to protect and to proclaim the sovereignty of a civilization.
Sovereignty, indeed. As we unwrap the layers of the Great Wall, we uncover not just a structure, but a mirror reflecting human ambition, creativity, and perseverance. Now onto our first theme, architectural innovations and techniques. We commence our discussion with the architectural marvel that is the Great Wall. Its construction, spanning various dynasties, presents a case study in innovation and adaptation. Antoni, your perspective on this is eagerly awaited.
Indeed, the Great Wall, through its enduring presence, whispers tales of creativity to those who dare listen. Like my work, where each structure aims to coexist with nature, the wall adapted its construction techniques across centuries, an orchestra of human ingenuity playing with the elements. Intriguing, isn't it, how architecture evolves, yet remains tethered to the earth from whence it rises?
Your poetic musings, while endearing, overlook the engineering prowess this endeavor required. Ancient Egyptians, much like the architects of the Great Wall, mastered their environment through methodical planning and unparalleled precision. It was not merely adaptation, but a profound understanding of materials, geography, and human capability.
Both of you circle around the core principle of architecture: form follows function. The wall's minimalist application, using local resources efficiently, speaks volumes about the structural ingenuity needed to conquer such vast distances. This is where true innovation lies, in the pragmatism of design and its execution.
Pragmatism, yes, but do not disregard the spiritual dialogue between the creation and its creator. The wall, much like my designs, sings a hymn to the skies, its foundations rooted in earthly mastery, but its purpose soaring towards something transcendent.
Transcendence is achieved through understanding, Antoni. The true marvel of the wall isn't just its grandeur, but the accumulated knowledge that made such a feat possible. We, too, pursued knowledge above all, channeling it into structures that stood the test of time.
Knowledge, precisely. However, let us not stray from the essence of architectural innovation, the ability to solve problems with minimal means. The Great Wall stretches across mountains and deserts, a testament to human will, certainly, but more so to the practical use of available resources.
Yet without passion, Mies, what are we? Merely builders, not creators. The wall encapsulates the soul of a nation, its resilience and determination, much like my Sagrada Familia, destined to touch the heavens. It is this passion that drives innovation.
Passion tempered with restraint yields true beauty. The wall's majesty lies not just in its scale, but in the simplicity of its design, its unyielding straight lines that follow the Earth's contours. True innovation doesn't shout, it stands silent, powerful, and profound.
And let us not forget, it was the collective endeavor of thousands, each contributing their might, their sweat blending with the soil, a testament to humanity's relentless pursuit of the exceptional. In such unity, there is wisdom, and in wisdom, innovation.
A spirited beginning to our discourse. It seems the Great Wall, much like architecture itself, embodies a myriad of contradictions: simplicity and complexity, creativity and restraint, passion and pragmatism. Let us carry these thoughts as we venture into its strategic importance and defense mechanisms. We now turn our attention to the strategic importance and the defensive mechanisms of the Great Wall. Christopher, your expertise in military architecture lends itself well to beginning our discussion.
Ah, yes. The Great Wall, much like the fortifications of our European castles, was not merely a barrier, but a complex defensive system. Its continuous wall, watchtowers and fortresses dotting the landscape, were strategic masterpieces designed to communicate, surveil, and defend against invasions. They understood the essence of adaptability in military architecture.
Yet one cannot overlook its symbolic power. The wall stands as a testament to ambition and control, embodying both the might and the fear of the empire behind it. It is not mere stone and mortar, but a declaration of sovereignty, a physical manifestation of the empire's reach and its desire to control its boundaries.
Indeed, Frank, but let us not romanticize excessively. The wall's strategic genius was also its necessity. The northern front posed perpetual threats, and the wall was a pragmatic response, albeit a grandiose one.
The strategic implementation you describe shows a meticulous care for detail and planning. Ancient Egyptian fortifications, though not as expansive, also employed careful strategic planning, focusing on natural barriers complemented by man-made defenses. The Great Wall's use of the terrain to its advantage mirrors this ancient understanding of marrying architecture with nature for defense.
From an architectural standpoint, the strategic significance of the wall cannot be overstated. However, its defense mechanism was as much about visibility as it was about protection. The sheer scale of it served to deter, a premonition to potential invaders of the empire's might and the futility of opposition.
To perceive the Great Wall solely through the lens of strategy and defense seems to me somewhat narrow. The wall, in its undulating journey across mountains and valleys, speaks also to the human spirit, its fears and hopes. It is a monument to humanity's relentless pursuit of survival, and yet in its conception, it reaches for something beyond mere physicality towards the ethereal.
Antoni, while poetic, your view glosses over the grim realities of such endeavors. The wall was as much a symbol of division and control, a means to keep the other out, as it was a protective barrier. Its charisma arguably stems from this duality of purpose, intertwined with the power dynamics of its creators.
Therein lies the beauty of military architecture, Frank. It serves multiple purposes: protection, control, symbolization of power. The wall is no exception. Its very existence was a strategic act, as much about the people it kept out as the culture it sought to preserve.
A structure spanning centuries, adapting through each dynasty, reflects more than strategic intentions. It embodies a continuum of thought, a melding of ancient knowledge with evolving architectural practices, each segment a testament to the era that constructed it.
We have indeed delved deep into the rich tapestry of strategic importance and defense mechanisms of the Great Wall. This discussion has illuminated the multifaceted nature of the wall, not just as a physical barrier, but as a symbol of power, control, and human endeavor. Its architecture does more than stand. It speaks to the strategic brilliance and complexity of human societies. We now turn our focus to the environmental and geographical challenges in constructing the Great Wall. Antoni, how do you perceive these challenges were overcome?
In my vision, the Great Wall mirrors the saga of human persistence against nature's vastness. The builders harmonized with the earth, not imposed upon it. In my work, too, nature guides the form. The Great Wall traverses deserts, mountains, it respects the contour. It is architecture as landscape.
Yet the imposition was inevitable. The ancient Egyptians, we mastered the Nile, not through harmony but through understanding and control. The Great Wall's construction demanded a symbiosis of human will and environmental foresight. The challenge was not merely geographical, but also a test of human ingenuity and endurance.
Both of you mention harmony and control, but the minimalist approach I advocate shows that simplicity in form and function can overcome even the harshest of landscapes. The Great Wall's true achievement lies in the straightforward use of local materials and the linear simplicity that navigates rugged terrains. Complexity in thought, yet simplicity in execution.
Let's not dress this up more than it is. The construction faced the brute fact of altering the environment forever. Yes, it's an integration into the landscape, but at what cost? The ambition was clear, but so should be our acknowledgement of the sheer domination over nature it represented. And how do we interpret these endeavors in our modern context? Should we continue to see this as a triumph or a lesson in caution?
A lesson, certainly. The ancestors speak to us not just of triumphs, but of burdens carried, of the earth worked and sometimes wounded. We ought to learn from their hardships, applying this ancient wisdom tempered with modern restraint.
I must interject. The wall is a testament to our capacity to dream and execute grand visions in harmony with the land. Modernity need not mean detachment from nature, but a deeper communion with it, inspired by such marvels.
Indeed, Antoni. The future requires us to be both bold in our architectural visions and sensitive to the environmental scripts we etch upon the world.
Boldness, yes, but let's not romanticize. The wall, for all its grandeur, is also a scar, a monument to division. It's our duty to bridge, not divide, to integrate spaces in ways that unite and uplift humanity. A spirited discussion, gentlemen. The Great Wall, in all its complexity, challenges us to find balance between ambition and environmental stewardship, a challenge that remains ever relevant. Let us delve into how the Great Wall integrates into the landscape, a testament to the harmony between nature and human craftsmanship. Mies, your thoughts on this?
The wall's greatest lesson lies in its restraint and simplicity. It does not conquer the landscape. Rather, it coexists, much like the principles guiding my own work. The wall uses the terrain to its advantage, a minimalist endeavor of grand scale.
Ah, but Mies, where is the passion in mere coexistence? The wall, to me, is a poem written across mountains and deserts. It merges with nature, not through simplicity, but through its audacious spirit to embrace and enhance the natural world. Much like my own creations, it does not shy from complexity and imagination.
Yet is it not the understated elegance that allows for such a seamless integration? Overbearing complexity might overshadow the natural beauty it seeks to complement.
Elegance, yes, but devoid of fervor. The wall's integration is not merely functional, but sings a hymn to the glory of nature and mankind's ingenuity. Your notion of simplicity risks rendering the soul of architecture mute.
Gentlemen, the essence of architecture is indeed to animate. The wall does more than merge. It narrates, it guards, it defines. Much like my works, it uses its presence to articulate a deeper dialogue with the environment.
This debate on simplicity versus complexity overlooks the primary role of any architectural undertaking: to serve a purpose. The Great Wall, through its strategic positioning and thoughtful adaptation to the landscape, fulfills its purpose admirably. Its integration is a testament to thoughtful planning and respect for natural contours, principles that guided my own constructions in ancient times.
Purpose does not exclude passion, Imhotep, nor does it excuse lack of imagination.
The discussion suggests that the integration of the Great Wall into the landscape is a multifaceted achievement, embodying elements of simplicity, passion, and purpose. It is a balance, a negotiation with the natural world, much like the challenges we face in our own works. Our discourse now shifts to the soul of architecture as represented by the Great Wall, its cultural identity and national symbolism. The wall is not merely stone and mortar. It is a testament to the spirit of a civilization. Christopher, your insights?
Indeed, Palladio. This wall, like the cathedrals and palaces of Europe, transcends its physical form to embody ambition, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of a people. It is a declaration made manifest in stone, standing defiant against the ravages of time and the ambitions of invaders.
Ambition and resilience, certainly, but let us not overlook its audacity. The wall, much like my own works, dares to impose form upon nature, to declare man's willfulness against the chaos. It is architecture as a declaration of cultural independence, a bold stroke by civilization itself.
You speak of imposition, Frank, yet I see harmony. The wall does not conquer the landscape. It embraces it, follows its sinuous back, and in doing so becomes a part of nature itself. Its symbolism is not just of division, but of a deep communion with the earth. As with my Sagrada Familia, it rises as a prayer made physical, an offering.
Harmony and communion, perhaps. But the Great Wall is also a lesson in restraint, in the power of less to achieve more. Its vastness is not merely physical, but symbolic, a minimalist mantra stretched across mountains and deserts, a testament not to flamboyance, but to the stoic endurance of a people.
Your observations lack the acknowledgement of the foundation upon which all this rests, meticulous planning, detailed to perfection. The wall, in its essence, is the ultimate embodiment of methodical effort and insightful foresight, much akin to the pyramids. It is a symbol not only of cultural ambition, but of the sophistication and intellectual might of a civilization.
Meticulous planning, indeed, but we must not understate the sheer audacity of its ambition. To erect such a barricade against the enormity of the world, it speaks to a vision that is singular in its scope, unparalleled in history.
Ambition, yes, but let us remember the charisma of its scale, the sheer power it embodies. It is a physical manifestation of will, a statement of identity that speaks across ages. In its grandeur, it mirrors the boundless spirit of humanity itself.
Yet in its embrace of the landscape, it teaches us humility, a reminder that our grandest designs should coexist with the natural world, not seek dominion over it. It is this symbiosis that enriches its symbolism, weaving a narrative of not just power, but of respect and unity with nature.
This balance between assertion and restraint, ambition and humility, is the essence of true symbolism in architecture. The Great Wall stands as a beacon of this balance, a symbol carved into the earth itself, enduring as both warning and welcome.
The fervor with which you, gentlemen, approach this conversation illustrates the multifaceted symbolism of the Great Wall. It is clear it stands as much more than a mere fortification. It is a testament to human ingenuity, ambition, and the unending dialogue between man and the landscape. Let us carry this reverence as we continue our discourse. As we delve into the preservation efforts and challenges of the Great Wall, we must acknowledge the disciplinary diversity required for such an ancient monument's continuance. Imhotep, your ancient methodologies are undoubtedly insightful here.
Indeed, preservation demands a methodical approach, much as in ancient Egypt. The wall's integrity relies on our understanding and respect for the original construction techniques. This is not a matter of merely keeping stones atop one another, but ensuring they tell the millennia-old narrative faithfully.
And yet, is there not a spiritual dimension to this preservation? We seek not to petrify the wall in time, but to allow it to converse with us, revealing its essence through the patina of age. Our interventions must be invisible, ensuring continuity rather than stasis.
The discipline of preservation should align with the minimalist ethos, less is more. Our interventions should be as unobtrusive as possible, respecting the wall's original materials and methods. This stoic simplicity honors the monument's past while ensuring its future.
You talk of simplicity, yet the wall's charisma in standing the test of time speaks volumes of the complexity and depth of cultural identity it symbolizes. To preserve is not only to maintain structure, but to perpetuate these values it embodies. We're tasked with safeguarding a legacy, not just an edifice.
And let us not overlook the strategic brilliance this wall encapsulates. Its preservation is also a preservation of ancient military ingenuity. The very ramparts and watchtowers that serve defensive purposes can teach us much about the foresight and adaptability of our predecessors.
Indeed, each of you brings a vital perspective to the challenges of preservation. It's clear that preserving the Great Wall goes beyond mere physical maintenance. It's about honoring the genius of past civilizations and the lessons they offer the future.
But we must be wary. Methodical does not mean inflexible. Ancient techniques were advanced for their time, and we should be open to integrating modern technology to aid in the preservation efforts.
As long as these modern interventions do not distort the essence of what we strive to preserve, the future should learn from the wall, not alter its voice.
Precisely, the soul of the wall must remain untouched. Our role is to listen and to amplify that voice through our preservation efforts, ensuring it resonates with tomorrow's generations.
This equilibrium between old and new is where our true challenge lies. We must be the custodians of history, yet forward-thinking in our approach, ensuring sustainability in preservation.
A profound responsibility indeed. Our dialogue here underscores the multidimensional aspect of preserving such a monumental artifact of human endeavor. Each viewpoint enriches our collective understanding of this monumental task. Let us turn our minds to the global influence of the Great Wall on architectural styles and defenses. Christopher, might you commence this exploration with your insights?
Indeed, Palladio. The Great Wall, through its sheer scale and ingenuity, presents a masterclass in defensive architecture. The lessons it offers on adaptability and persistence are universal, transcending cultures. European castle fortifications, for instance, pale in comparison to the strategic foresight evident in the wall's construction.
With all due respect, Christopher, your comparison is somewhat myopic. The Great Wall's influence extends beyond mere military utility. It serves as a beacon of creativity and innovation in architecture. Its very existence has encouraged architects and builders to think bigger, to challenge the constraints of their time and environment.
Both of you tread around the true kernel of wisdom from the wall. Its endurance speaks to the meticulous planning and resources management that ancient builders excelled in. These are the foundational principles of architecture and construction to which all modern endeavors owe a debt.
Discussions of grandeur and innovation notwithstanding, the wall embodies a minimalist ethos, using the simplest means to achieve an end of monumental scale. This principle of less is more informs and inspires modern architectural practices.
The beauty of the wall, however, lies in its dialogue with nature, not in stark defense mechanisms or minimalist dogmas. It teaches us the art of marrying form with function, of crafting spaces that resonate with the human spirit and the natural world alike. That is the true global influence of the Great Wall.
Antoni, while your romanticism is charming, it overlooks the pragmatic aspects of the wall's influence. Its role in inspiring modern architects to integrate innovative materials and technologies while maintaining a connection to cultural identity and symbolism.
Frank raises a valid point, albeit somewhat grudgingly. The wall's legacy is a testament to human ingenuity, pushing the boundaries of what is architecturally possible, blending aesthetics, functionality, and symbolism.
Indeed, the dialogue sparked by the wall across centuries is its most remarkable influence. It challenges us to think beyond our present capabilities, to innovate and adapt, much like our ancient forebears.
Let us not forget the minimal resources and simple technologies available to those ancient builders. Their achievement serves as a powerful reminder of the potential of human will and ingenuity.
A spirited discussion, gentlemen. The Great Wall indeed serves as a mirror reflecting the diverse aspects of architectural evolution, practical, aesthetic, and symbolic. It remains a beacon of inspiration, challenging us to build upon the legacy of the past as we forge the architecture of the future. Let us broach the matter of the economic and labor implications involved in the construction of the Great Wall. Mies, your thoughts commence this discussion.
The Great Wall, a mammoth task, required not just architectural genius, but a disciplined workforce. Modern projects scarcely compare. Efficiency, a cornerstone of my philosophy, was paramount, even in ancient times. The economic strategies had to be as solid as the foundations themselves.
True, the logistics behind such an undertaking are immense. Yet let us not forget the soul infused by the countless craftsmen. Each stone carries the weight of their dedication, passion embedded in mortar. In my own work, every curve, every column is a tribute to the human spirit. The Great Wall, similarly, is a testament to humanity's tenacity.
Passionate craftsmanship is commendable, but let's not romanticize toil. The efficiency of processes ensures the continuity of such projects. Sentiment does not erect walls, disciplined strategy does.
Both of you overlook the intrinsic value of character in construction. The Great Wall wasn't just a feat of labor and economic strategy, it was an early exercise in brand building. Every stone is a statement of power, much like my own creations. The labor and economics behind it, while essential, are secondary to its ultimate purpose, to awe and to claim dominion.
A harmonious blending of perspectives, yet I find all somewhat lacking. The ancient principles of construction were guided by necessity and innovation. Labor was not merely a tool but a resource, wisely managed and respectfully used. The ancient builders of my era would have seen the wall's construction as a balance between the earth and sky, the economic and the spiritual, the practical and the profound.
I must interject, the logistical prowess demonstrated in the Great Wall's construction eclipses that of any cathedral or castle in Europe. The scale is incomparable. However, the principles remain the same. Without the careful allocation of resources and meticulous planning, regardless of the emotional or symbolic weight, all is for naught. This is where the true brilliance lies.
A fiery debate, as expected. Our discourse lays bare the multifaceted nature of the Great Wall, a symbol of power, a testament to human tenacity, and an unparalleled logistical endeavor. Each of you, in your ardor, underscores a different facet of its legacy. Let us remember, though, the balance Imhotep mentions, crucial in all forms of creation, from the pyramids to the sprawling estates I design. The discussion of the wall's economic and labor implications brings to light the enduring dialogue between man, material, and ambition. We now explore the significance of local materials and sustainability practices in the construction of the Great Wall. The ancients had insights which, in my view, are of utmost relevance today. Imhotep, your experiences with the pyramids must give you a unique perspective on this.
Indeed, Palladio. The use of local materials wasn't a mere choice, but a necessity. For the Great Wall, the materials varied enormously across its length, from tamped earth to brick and stone, depending on what was available. This mirrors the construction of our monuments in Egypt, where limestone and granite were chosen for their availability and durability.
That necessity drives innovation is a principle as true today as it was in ancient times. The minimalist approach in using local resources effectively not only ensured the wall's completion, but also its endurance through centuries. It's a lesson in sustainability avant la lettre.
The beauty of using what the land provides. Each section of the wall tells a unique story of its terrain. In my own work, I sought harmony with nature, letting the environment dictate the materials and forms. The Great Wall is a precursor in this dialogue between creation and the natural world.
While true, Antoni, the choice wasn't solely aesthetic, but deeply pragmatic. The ancient builders of the wall understood the importance of reducing transportation costs and using materials that were naturally insulated against the region's harsh climates.
A pragmatic approach, perhaps, but think on the symbolic resonance. The wall, in adopting the very bones of China's earth, became an extension of the landscape itself. It stands not just as a barrier, but as a testament to the unity between man and nature. The practical intertwined with the profound. Yes. Imhotep, you mentioned insulation. Could you expand on how those ancient methods of utilizing local materials for climate adaptability compare to today's practices?
Certainly, Palladio. The ancients had an innate understanding of bioclimatic design. In the Great Pyramid, for instance, orientation and material choice were key to maintaining interior temperatures. The Great Wall's builders similarly chose materials that would ensure the structure's resilience against weathering and the extremes of climate.
This sensibility to material and context is foundational to sustainable architecture. Today, we often seek high-technology solutions when, in fact, the ancients teach us that the most effective responses are sometimes found in the fundamental principles of design and the judicious choice of materials.
Indeed, the wisdom to be found in these ancient practices cannot be understated. Their methods offer us insights into sustainability that are critically relevant in today's architectural discourse. We now turn our focus to the future of the Great Wall. Its preservation, juxtaposed with modern utility, ignites fierce debate. Frank, your perspective? The wall must not succumb to the confines of its past. Imagine spaces integrated with the landscape, paths we walk where soldiers once stood guard. It's not about creating anew, but repurposing with reverence and audacity.
Ingenious, Frank, yet impractical. Advanced preservation techniques, yes, employ them, but we must prioritize authenticity and historical integrity over novel reinvention.
Both of you miss a simpler point. The essence of the wall's future lies not in its physical form, but in the principles it embodies. We can inspire contemporary architecture with its discipline, its connection to the environment. Imagination fuels progress, not mere replication or radical alteration.
Mies speaks wisely, yet the methods of our forebears offer invaluable lessons. We safeguarding the Great Wall should employ both the ancient and the avant-garde. This fusion, not just in technique but in spirit, ensures its longevity.
Beyond preservation, the wall can inspire the soul. It should breathe, live anew in our creations, reflecting the divine through its majesty and our interventions. Its future lies not just in stone and mortar, but in evoking awe and reflection in every soul that beholds it.
Antoni dreams, but dreams shape futures. I propose integrating technology not just for preservation, but for interactive experiences. Let the wall narrate its history, projecting the past's shadow over the present.
Technology as a tool, not a crutch. The essence of the wall, its historical testimony, should remain untainted. The challenge lies in enhancing accessibility without compromising its integrity.
Simplicity and function, gentlemen. The wall's future should adhere to these tenets. Modern interventions must be invisible, felt but unseen.
Balance, always. The ancients understood the harmony between creation and nature, progress and preservation. This equilibrium guides us forward.
Each voice here illuminates divergent paths forward for the Great Wall. Its future, like its past, will be shaped by the melding of diverse perspectives, technologies, and philosophies. Let it stand as a beacon of cultural harmony and architectural innovation for millennia to come. To conclude our dialogue, let us gather our final thoughts on the Great Wall. Antoni, what is your takeaway?
My friends, the wall, in its grandeur and connection to nature, mirrors the divine. Its existence is a testament to the power of human creativity blended with the landscape. Our future in architecture must embrace this symbiosis.
Your musings on divinity amuse me, Antoni. The wall, to me, is proof of architecture's ability to command the environment and embody the indomitable human spirit. It isn't about blending, it's about bold statements.
Boldness? No. The wall teaches us the virtue of meticulous planning and resourcefulness. Our endeavors must always reflect a deep reverence for method and purpose.
Planning, yes, but let us not overlook the lesson in minimalism and restraint the wall provides. It stands not merely as a structure, but as a lesson in using materials and form efficiently, a principle modern architecture must adhere to.
Minimalism be damned. The wall's strategic significance, its embodiment of power and protection, should invigorate our designs. Architecture is not just art. It is a refuge, a defense against the chaos of the world.
And therein lies the Great Wall's legacy to us, a multifaceted muse, challenging our perceptions and urging us to advance our craft with innovation, sustainability, and a deeper appreciation of our cultural narratives. Thank you all for a spirited discussion. Let us carry forward the lessons learned today, enriching our architectural practice with the enduring spirit of the Great Wall.